Yo, Pete, what's going on, dude?
What up, brother?
Hey, man, how you doing, man?
I can't complain, my son. How are you?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm doing great, man. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, dude.
Yeah, you too, brother. To you and yours.
So how you been, man? I know you've been busy, dude. A whole lot of shit going on, man. Fucking Axe Dragger!
Yeah, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
Isn't that cool? That's cool as shit, ain't it?
Dude, I gotta tell you, man, that's probably that's one of the best things I've heard all fucking year long, man.
Oh, no shit. Come on now.
Dude, it's a great way to fucking end the fucking 2025, man. What the fuck?
Right on, man. That's like, Terry's the shit. He's just the shit.
Yeah, fuck. 40-something years, man. What did you guys do how did you guys pry him out of fucking retirement?
You know, that's a story. You ready for a story?
Tell us, man. Tell us all about it.
Like we, the origins of that band was me and Bob Balch. There was a time where like Pentagram was, when I was still in Pentagram, like we were looking for a guitar player because Victor left and all that shit. And so I got a hold of Bob. I'm like, hey man, like, what do you think? He's like, yeah, man. So we like started sending me riffs and all this riffs and shit. And then I ended up quitting the band. And he's like, but these riffs are cool. I'm like, yeah, they're fucking bad. Like, this is rad. So he's like, you want to do something? I'm like, hell yeah. So like, he's like, I got this idea for like this metal, fucking heavy metal band. What do you think of this? So he started sending me these riffs. And we instantly like, yep, let's do it. So it was just me and him. That's how it all started. So then we started like thinking of like bass players and singers and shit. And I met Fredrik from Dark Funeral. I was friends with him on the Facebook, but never like met him in real life. Mm-hmm. But Pentagram played with Dark Funeral in Helsinki, Finland, at like a Helsinki metal some stupid thing. And so we hung out all night long and fucking just drank beer and like we're idiots. And when we left, I was like, dude, we got to do a band together. He was like, absolutely. So he was my first choice. I got this guy, like Fredrik. Like he's played in fucking Candlemass. He's played in Grave. You know what I mean? Like this guy's a fucking legend.
Fucking legendary.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a dude that knows his shit. You know what I mean? And like he's so used to playing in like black metal bands and shit, so he never really gets to play bass. So I'm like, well, here's a chance for you to play some fucking bass. So he was on. So we sent out like all these demos. Like the first demo, Axe Dragger, that first song was the first one we got done. And we sent it out to Messiah from Candlemass. We sent it out to Phil Lewis from fucking LA Guns.
Hell yeah.
You know, like you know what I mean? Like all these cats. And then Bob texts me and he's like, dude, I'm friends with Terry Glaze, the original singer from Pantera, on Instagram. He's like, I'm going to send him a message. I'm like, okay. I'm like, whatever. Like, that's cool. Like, fuck, those to me are my favorite Pantera records. You know? I'm like, yeah, man, let's do it. So all of a sudden he writes me back, holy shit, he wrote me back. He's in. Like, he'll demo the song. I'm like, cool. Fucking A. So we sent him the songs, that tune, and he sent it back, and that's what you get. Like that is the original take from what he sent back as a demo to us.
Wow.
And we're like, man, shit. So then Bob messages him back and says, are you into doing some more? He's like, yeah, I'm in. He's like, this is great. We're like, holy fuck, we got Terry Glaze. You know what I mean? So it was like kind of like that kind of thing where it was just like a happy accident.
Goosebumps, man. Did you get goosebumps?
Oh, instantly. The minute I heard it, like, oh my God, like this is like literally what this needs. Like this needs this.
It's perfect.
Like, it's absolutely perfect. So then the tunes started just popping. Like Bob would send me riffs, and like I wrote a couple songs on there too. And which also is really cool is like sending my guitar riffs to Bob Balch, like who is the master. I mean, this motherfucker to me personally is like the most underrated guitar player in music. I think personally, because everybody knows him from Fu Manchu, which is just like fuzzy guitar rock, but this motherfucker is a maestro. You know what I mean? And like to have him like send back his version of my song the way, like, then I listen to it and go, that's the way it should be. You know?
Yeah, that is cool as shit, man.
No, it's great. Then get Terry's shit back. You know what I mean? Like, get Terry's vocal tracks back. Like, holy fuck. Like, yes, we have to be a band now. I mean, we have no choice. Yeah, so that's how that all worked out. So then, yeah, Terry signed on for, everybody was wanting to do a whole record, so we only have 10 songs, and it comes out March 6th. So it's all good, man.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, the single dropped, last week, and it was just fucking immediately everywhere, dude. And everybody
it blew up the internet, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody was going nuts, dude. I was on vacation, and I popped open my laptop one morning, and I just was looking, and I was like, holy fuck, what the fuck is this? What's going on? I clicked play, and just like 10 seconds into it, I was like, I gotta message Pete, man.
Yeah, right. No, I appreciate you. Like, you're one of those cats that I knew instantly. Like, if he hears this, he's in.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Dude, I'm all for it, man. Dude, I love Pantera, dude. I love all their records, man. But like those early records don't get enough love, man. They just don't.
They don't. You know, and then you get like the haters because I'm like one of those cats that like. With like Loudwire and fucking Blabbermouth and all these motherfuckers. Even Rolling Stone put that shit up. And it's like, how the fuck is this band even anywhere near Rolling Stone? You know, but it's like, that's cool. But then you got people go, oh, fuck him, you know, like Pantera's fell, blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on. It wouldn't be there without this motherfucker. And he smokes. And at the same time, it's like, this dude's like a fine wine, man. Just better with age. Like, you wait, Zach. I'm going to send you some shit tonight so you can listen to it and, like, the rest of the tunes.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you.
You'll dig that shit. You'll be like, oh, my fuck. Like, this is fucking bad as fuck.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I mean, you know, like, he does not sound like he missed a beat at all, man. Like,
no, this is his jam.
Like, fuck, man. What has he been doing all this time?
No idea. No clue. Yep.
Has he?
He's got his other band. It's called Raised by Gods.
Okay.
Which is really cool. So you can look that up on the interwebs as well.
Okay, so he hasn't just been completely silent.
No, he's still got his thing. I think like Lord Tracy's over and all that stuff, but like he's got a band called Raised by Gods, which is just kick ass. It's him and another guy, and I think Terry plays guitar and shit on that as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it's really good.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, man, like how do you like sing like that without, you know, like you gotta have, like, you know, your vocal cords, man. That's a muscle, you know, like you gotta fucking exercise that motherfucker.
You gotta exercise it.
You can't just go away and just not do nothing for that long and come back, you know. Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, there's no fucking way, man. He's been doing something.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's some parts on this record where
singing in the shower or something, man.
Yeah, right. But I mean, there's some parts on this album. I listened to the whole thing last night just for shits and giggles. I'm just like, I need to hear this motherfucker front to back. Because like this is serious to me. Like it's like the like I've done a lot of really cool shit in my career, but this is to me is my favorite and the best thing I've ever done. You know what I mean? Like I'll put my stamp of approval on this motherfucker like forever. But there's some things that he does on there where it's like, oh my shit. When all of a sudden your fucking arm, like the hairs in your arm stand up, like, god damn, son. Like, what the fuck is going on? You're like 60. Knock it off.
Well, I mean,
good shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. It's I'm glad it happened, dude. And yeah, man, I can definitely feel like there's a lot of. I mean, I've only heard one song, but I can tell there's a lot of energy in this, and it feels real. It feels.
Yeah, it's organic. It's the only way I can think of it. But the cool thing about it too is like we've never played together. You know what I mean? Like I've never met Terry Glaze in my life. We still have never met. I only talked to him via text message or email. You know what I mean? But it's like we're brothers now.
Well, I gotta ask. You know, are there any plans of playing live? You know, like are you guys?
Oh yeah.
Gonna take this on the road?
Yeah, there's some stuff going down.
I'm sure you're getting offers fucking through the fucking roof.
Dude, it's crazy. It's insane. But it's like we're gonna, yeah, we'll definitely do something. Because I think all of us are in the conclusion of like we need to play at least once together. You know what I mean? Because everything that whole record was done remotely. You know what I mean? So like Bob would send me the tracks, I would do the drums, and then it would go to Fredrik to do the bass, then it would go to Terry to do the vocals, and then it would get mixed. So we've never actually ever played together, ever. Really? So like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, which is kind of cool at the same time, but it's like a forbidden fruit kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially being a jammer, where it's like so there's like a lot of us, like all of us want to get together and at least do something. So yeah, we've been offered a bunch of shit for next year, which I'm sure we'll take. We're gonna do some stuff, like a bunch of festival stuff in Europe and stuff like that. But
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm totally excited. Like I thought I was like I retired, man. You know what I mean? Like I was all cool with staying home and being a dad. I was totally cool. And then this thing came up, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Well, yeah. I mean, how can you pass that up, man? Like,
right, absolutely.
I mean, and you know that is funny that you say that you guys the way that you recorded it like that, and that you haven't even been in a room together yet. That's amazing, because it sounds like a live fucking band. Like it sounds like a band that's been playing together. It sounds like, you know, four dudes that are fucking locked in.
Well, it really does. You know, like I'm gonna agree with you. Like it really does, because like I said, I listened to that shit last night, and like I try to pick peanuts out of shit, because that's just what I do. Like try to pick up what's wrong, but there was nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And it does sound like we're a but at the same time, it's because we're all professionals. So it's just like it's just meant to be in my firm believer. Like Axe Striker is the shit.
I love the name. I love the name too, man. The logo. How'd you guys come up with that name? Is there a story behind that?
The first song that I sent to Bob, actually, the first name of the band was supposed to be the Omega Project. And Bob's like, I don't know if I dig it. I'm like, I don't either. We'll just fuck with it. I'm like, whatever. So then I had a song that was supposed to be on my next solo record. The next Minnesota Pete solo record was called Axe Striker, because there's a brewery down the street from me. Called Beaver Island Brewery, and they had because I live on the Beaver Island Trail, so it's like we're right on the Mississippi River. You know what I'm saying? And they have a beer called Axe Striker. I'm like, man, that's bad as fuck, and it's a really good beer. So the title of my song was Axe Striker, just like named after this beer. And Bob's like, dude, that rules. I'm like, does it? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm like, for what? He's like, for the band name. I'm like, yeah, man, fuck yeah, like some Paul Bunyan shit, you know. And he's like, yep, sure, let's go with it. So that's how that came. It was just because of a beer like fucking a mile down my house.
It's fucking metal as fuck, man.
It is, but it works for the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it works for the tunes. Like we're dragging axes, which doesn't make any sense, but it does to a metalhead.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That shit's too heavy to carry over your shoulder, man. You gotta drag that motherfucker.
That's some fucking big axes, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that fucker's too heavy. I'm just gonna drag this shit.
You mentioned the Mississippi River. Where are you at?
I'm in St. Cloud, Minnesota. So like we're crossed by the Mississippi. Like I can literally throw a rock at the Mississippi.
Oh shit! I never think about it going that far up north, man.
No, it goes all the way to Canada.
Yeah, you're right. I
yep.
guess
it comes right through us. And it's like you can actually ride the Mississippi from my house all the way to New Orleans.
Yeah, you could ride it to my house.
Oh, to your house as well. Absolutely. Yep.
Hell yeah. Fuck, man. Fuck. I'm gonna have to bring my pontoon down there. We'll come up there, man.
Well, you're going upstream, son.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We'll see if we can make it.
Yeah, I'll meet you in Missouri.
Fuck, man. Yeah, dude. Axe Dragger, man. And the album artwork, dude. This is beautiful too, man. It's fucking.
Isn't that cool? That's cool. That was done by I forgot the guy's name. I'm sorry about that. But he's the guy who did the 2 Slower records with Bob. Mm-hmm. Bob did like the band called Slower. I don't know if you ever heard that they do Slayer songs but slower. It's really cool. So if you haven't heard of the band Slower, you should check them out. It's good. It's Bob from Fu Manchu.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And Espen from Monolord on drums.
Hell yeah.
And I think isn't it Scott Reeder? Scott Reeder from Caius, and on bass.
Fucking legends, man.
Yeah, man. But it's cool. But they do like Rain and Blood, but it's like super slow and like heavy.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it.
But the artwork was done by that cat.
Nice, man.
Yeah, when I saw that shit, I'm like, yeah, man. Like, come on, it's perfect.
To be honest with you, it kind of even like gives me the same vibe, similar as some of those early Pantera records, you know, because they have,
They have absolutely
drawings, you know. But this is way better. Not knocking them, but I'm just saying. But it's got that same sort of vibe to it, man. It's real, dude. This ain't fucking. Yep. It's not AI, dude.
Exactly, and it's not like AI exactly, but yeah, it does remind me of the original Pantera records, where it's just kind of like, here it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everything works, and then the mix by, you know, the guy who fucking mixed Super Unknown, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? It's like shit like that. It's just like, man, because we were kind of going for what can we get?
What was that like working with that guy, man?
He was really cool. Super awesome. Like, would listen to what you had to say. You know, like, I had no beefs at all. I never said anything. You know what I mean? Like, you do your thing, bro. Like, you fucking mix Super Unknown. So, we're cool. I'm pretty sure my drums are going to sound good. You know what I mean? So, like, it was great. I mean, the whole process has just been it's such a breath of fresh air to finally, like, be involved with people and individuals, especially Todd at Ripple Music too, who puts it out. Like, Todd rules. Fucking amen to Todd Seven, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, to put it out, like, because he's, you know, because Ripple's into, they put out the Obsessed record and, you know, the Wino records, and they're pretty like in the stony jams.
Yeah.
But that for him to go, yep, I want this. You're like, fucking A, and he's been nothing but brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
There's something about fucking classic metal records that have like a demonic dude on the front cover of it.
Yeah, right. You know, with a big old axe.
Yeah. It's fucking brutal, man. It's like it makes you think that's the kind of record that, you know, like back in the old days when we were kids, when we go in the record store and flip through the records. Dude. That's the one that you would pick up and be like, this has got to be some nasty shit, man. Brother,
I'm going to tell you right now that was my first instinct when I saw that cover, when it first came in. Like, what do you think of this? I'm like, yep. Because it reminded me of, like, Kiss Destroyer. Or, like, if I went to a record store and I saw Kiss Destroyer, which I did when I was fucking 6 years old, I went, I want this. Yeah. I want this. Or Cannibal Corpse fucking... Too Many Mutilated, you know what I mean, or something like that. You buy it for the cover.
Yeah,
like you like, this has to be badass. I mean, look at this shit. You know what I mean? Like, so instantly, it's like, yes, this cover represents what's inside of it.
Man, you
know what I mean?
We totally used to do that shit, man. You know,
like, I do that every time. I would buy shit just because of the fucking record cover, and then come home and go, oh man, this sucks, or I'm just gonna keep it because the record cover's cool.
Wait, do you remember one that you brought home that the album cover was awesome, but then you got home and it was like, this doesn't live up to it?
Oh, dang, dude. There's been so many. A lot of like that, like, I was a big death metal kid growing up, so there was a lot of like, oh man, this is cool. There's like blood, and I can't even pronounce the band name. And then you take it home, you're like, man, this sucks. Like, it sounds like a stuck pig, you know. But now I can't off the bat tell you anything, because I would like literally. But then that was a thing too. Then we made sure we did this on this record. Was the lyrics. You know what I mean? Because I would always pull out the fucking booklet and read the lyrics while the band, you know what I'm saying? Like when everything's going on. So we made sure we did that on this too. So like you can listen to it and like read the lyrics. And Terry's fucking lyrics are just, it's fucking cool, man. It's so good. There's you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just what I've heard him talking about in this song, it's so fucking. It's.
I'll send you the shit. But you got to keep it to yourself, bro.
Oh, of course, man, of course.
I know you are. I know.
But yeah, it's got all the, you know, it's fucking metal, you know. It's like Halford, you know, like stuff that he would fucking kind of write, you know, like.
Well, that was Bob's whole thing. He's like, I want to do Old Priest, Riot. I'm like, Riot? I haven't heard the fuck anybody say Riot forever. You know what I mean? It's like, that's fucking bad. You're like, bad meaning good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, son, like, this is cool. And then going to that kind of, and some of these tunes, I mean, there's some doom elements. I mean, there's like some things because he's playing. He's writing for everybody, but at the same time, it comes down to like it's you could pump your fucking fist to every motherfucking tune on this record,
man.
You know what I mean? And like wear like a fucking studded bracelet while you're doing it.
Mandatory. You gotta have a studded bracelet, dude.
You gotta have it. And a bullet belt and shit.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Right on.
I miss that shit, man. I miss seeing a bunch of fucking studded bracelets up in the air, dude. Fucking fist pump.
You know, and that was the one thing. Me too. It's fucking rad shit. You know it is, because you're like, yeah, that guy knows. You know what I mean? Like, cause you could, when you see the dude with the studded bracelet, like, yeah, that dude knows shit. He knows what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, instantly, like, I want to be friends with that guy because he knows what's happening. Yeah, so it's all good, man. Like, everything is going to be fucking kick ass with this thing. I'm so proud of this band. Like, seriously, it's going to be so cool.
Well, I hope you guys come around here somewhere, dude, so we can come see you for sure, man.
That'd be great. Yeah, the world's kind of our oyster at this point. We're like picking and choosing what's happening. But like I said, it's like it's kind of hard when I'm in Minnesota. Terry's in Texas. Oh no, Terry's actually in DC right now. Bob's in Southern California, and our bass player is in Sweden. And then at the same time, we got Pierre Winberg, the keyboard player from Opeth, who was in Opeth for a while. And everything. He was in Spiritual Beggars and all this shit. He plays a bunch of keys on this record too. So it's going to be really cool to maybe try to get him in to like add keyboards and shit like that on that record. So it might be pretty cool to do that as well. So it's just kind of weird, like to get all of us together, but it's going to happen, man.
Oh yeah, I can see it happening, man. I can feel it, dude. I can picture it in my mind already. You guys are all going to be in a bus, fucking driving around, fucking doing the thing, man.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
I miss it. I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah, man. So on the Bandcamp, I know they've got fucking pre-orders are live, dude. Fucking, they got fucking vinyl. They got CDs. You got fucking. Do you have tapes? What do you
Those are tapes. I don't know anything about it. I saw that the test press was already sold out. So that's a good thing, I guess.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's badass.
I don't even own one. What the fuck? I don't even own one.
And shirts and shit, man. You guys can have this.
Yeah, we're gonna do everything.
Yeah, dude. I can already see, man. Like this logo is just the logo enough, dude. On a shirt that's gonna sell it, dude. I'd buy it, man.
Fucking right.
If I seen a shirt right now.
Yeah, right. Like if you saw that shit, it's an extra. You'd be like, I want that.
Yeah, dude.
I need that in my life.
What are you listening to? I'm listening to fucking Axe Dragger, motherfucker.
and someone's gonna go, who? You're like, Fucking you just poser. Wait, kid. You fucking poser. Give me your bullet belt. You don't earn that, motherfucker. You gotta earn that
shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
right on, brother.
Well, is there anything that you can? Is there anything that you guys have next that's coming out? Like, do you guys have?
Oh, there's another single. We have 2 more singles coming before March. So I think the next one is in July or January coming up. There'll be another one, and then there's another one like when the record comes. So there's 2 more singles coming out. That's all I have, and we'll have T-shirts and shit like soon for like order on the Facebook page and all that crap. But other than that, we're just kind of just riding high, man.
Well, beyond that, man, how's 2025 been treating you, man?
It's been okay. It's been some struggles and shit, like personal, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a 47-year-old man. I can take care of myself. You know what I mean? Everything's cool.
Fucking Ozzy, man. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that's terrible. You know what? It's so bittersweet. Like, it really is. The fact that man wanted to die and waited.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
He waited for us. He waited for us. Like, he wanted us to be able to see him do his one last thing. And
I refuse. I'm going to tell you this. From a brother to a brother, I refuse to watch. You
didn't watch it?
No, I can't. I can't do it. Not knowing now what I know. You know what I mean? Like, knowing that I know that he did that, and then he died 2 days later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
I didn't want to at first. I was like, man, I don't know if I can do that. And then I kept seeing everybody posting shit about it on Facebook and stuff. And I'm like, fuck it, man. So I bought a ticket like halfway through the day, and Pantera was playing by that point. But that, dude, seeing all the bands get up there and tell their little stories about how much. Yeah,
that's cool as shit. I'd watch it for that, but I wouldn't watch the Ozzy set or the Sabbath set.
But dude, when Ozzy came out, man, and he fucking came up there, and it was just. Yeah. It was beautiful, but at the same time, tears just coming down, man. And when he started singing "Mama, I'm Coming Home,"
right? Because you knew. I mean, he held on just to do that.
Yeah, I had a feeling. When I was watching, I was like, man, I have a feeling this is gonna be the last time, man. And then,
it's just like, I mean, because that man to me is my whole childhood.
Yeah,
it's like Ace Frehley. Ace Frehley died.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, Ace Frehley to me is a fucking god. Like, he is the reason why I play music. And when he passed, it's like, oh my fuck! Like, there's no way that this is a thing. Like, Ace is forever, and Ozzy's the same way. It's like Ozzy is forever, man. And it's just, the older you get, you're just like, man, I just nope. I deny it. Nope, that didn't happen. Nope, not gonna happen. They're like, yeah, it happened, bruh. So shut the fuck up and take your medicine, son. But it's just like, so every time, like, even my daughter Uriah, she has a Ace Frehley action figure, like, she bought with her own money, which knows that's what it tells me. Yeah, I'm a good dad. When my daughter buys an Ace Frehley fucking action figure over a Barbie, you're like, yeah, you did good. So now she put it like on our mantle. So now on our mantle in our house, it's like there's Ace Frehley's right there, and she goes, "There's Ace." I'm like, yep.
Well, those guys, man, Kiss, fucking Ozzy, all of them, man. They were like caricatures, when we were kids, man. They were larger than life. They were
absolutely. If it wasn't for Kiss, I wouldn't be playing music. And that's the honest facts. It's like musically not good. I mean, I'll be the first to admit. There's some fucking rad jams, but at the same time, they were my superheroes, like Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, all them X-Men, all them motherfuckers can fuck off. My superheroes were the Catman, the Spaceman, the Demon, the Star Child.
Yeah, dude, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? And Ozzy's the same thing. Ozzy was a part of my whole existence.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, the first time I heard fucking Ozzy was the Speak of the Devil fucking cassette tape. I bought it at a record store when I was like 8 years old, I think. And
oh, nice.
I walked in there and just picked it. Like, I was, thumbing through the fucking tapes, and I saw that one with the cover of it. with the fucking jelly in his mouth and the fangs and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this is evil as fuck. I have to have this. And it was on sale, so it was like fucking, I don't know, it was like $5 or something. It said it was 2 records on 1 tape. I was like, this is a steal. I gotta get this.
Yeah, sold.
Yeah, I got in the back of the car on the way home and just popped it in my fucking Walkman and fucking just sat there and listened to it, and then immediately it was just taken away, dude. But like, I tell everybody, you know, like, if it wasn't for him and what they did with Black Sabbath and all that shit, man, like, fucking, I wouldn't even be here doing this today, man. Like, this wouldn't even exist, man. I don't think it would.
Exactly.
You know, like,
exactly. I agree with you, and that's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But I knew of Ozzy first from Black Sabbath. I was lucky enough to have an older brother who was in the music. Like my older brother turned me on to everything. Cause I would go in his room and like stare at his fucking posters on his wall and shit, you know. But like I was brought up on Black Sabbath, and then find out, oh, this guy like Bark at the Moon and Crazy Train, that's the singer from fucking Black Sabbath. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's how I put 2 and 2 together. Like I knew Ozzy Osbourne from Sabbath, not from Ozzy Osbourne. You know what I mean? So it's like it kind of meshed my worlds together, going, okay, so I'm into this because he was the singer in Black Sabbath. And like, obviously, you know as well as I do that Sabbath is the reason why we're talking today.
Yeah, all of
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Metal Devastation would not be here at all if it wasn't for Sabbath, man.
Right. No, I mean it's the shit. I mean it's the way of the world, son. You know what I mean? Like Sabbath is everything. You know, and then the older I get, like I've almost gotten fist fights over motherfuckers because I'm more of a Dio Sabbath guy. The older I get,
I love Dio too, man. Dio's great too, honestly.
But I'm only saying the older I get, the older I get, the more I appreciate the Dio stuff. Yeah. Only because the band changed. Iommi and Geezer, you know, and when they got Vinny on drums, it's like, damn, man, this is Black Sabbath. But I can't deny the original Black Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? But then again, like I get fist fights over fucking Van Hagar. I'm a Van Hagar guy, you know. Versus the Van Halen, you know, David Lee Roth. I'm more of a fucking Sammy Hagar guy with Van Halen. Yeah, because the fucking tunes are shit. The only time they had hits was with that motherfucker.
I think for me, like I'm all about the guitar player. Obviously, I think, you know, like for me, like it doesn't matter like what Tony Iommi plays on, it's gonna be fucking good. It doesn't matter who's singing. Right. Same thing with Dimebag. Do you agree with me? Eddie Van Halen.
Right, but do you agree with me that he changed? Like he had to change the band when Dio came.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like the music's different. And my favorite Black Sabbath record is 7th Star with Glenn Hughes.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Sabbath record because it's not Black Sabbath. You know what I mean? Eric Singer from Kiss on drums. You know what I mean? It's like he is. You know, it's Eric Singer, and it's like, but that record, it's so cheesy, stupid that it's awesome.
But it's great. It's great.
It's great because it's still the riff lord. You know, like Tony's riffs are still everywhere. But you got Glenn Hughes, one of the most underrated singers in rock and roll, singing on that motherfucker. So to me, that's my favorite Black Sabbath record. It's 7th Star.
Yeah, man. Fucking classic shits, man. Classic.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
This shit ain't never gonna die, dude.
No, it's going to be there forever. And that's the one thing cool about records, or like just music in general. Like once it's there forever. You know what I mean? Like you can always go back. Like right now, I'm listening to Stevie Wonder right now, man. You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm sick of heavy metal. I want to hear some Stevie Wonder. you know what I'm saying? And Jackson 5's up next. For fuck's sake.
Well, so tell us, like, what are the kind of, are you still doing Rust Bucket and all your other fucking, I mean, you got a lot of fucking things that you're doing, dude.
Dude, I got way too much shit. I was supposed to retire. Rust Bucket's still going, yeah. We're working on our second record. We got 7 out of 10 songs written. So, it's cool. It's going to be heavier than the first one. a lot more fuzzy and everything's cool. But yeah, we're still doing that, and I'm working. I've got like 2 more songs left for my second solo album. So there'll be some more records coming out, and I did drums on. Excuse me, fucking cancer shit. A friend of mine from Sweden, Patrick Winberg, his record, I played all the drums on his shit. So that's coming out too. So there'll be like a bunch of new stuff coming this year.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, we can't fucking wait, dude. And, you know, I just gotta say, I love the fact that you said that, you know, like this sort of thing kind of happened out of a drunken fucking night of just hanging out after a show.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Talking shit, man. Just fucking, you know, but like, yeah, man. So many times that shit happens and it doesn't lead to anything, but then when it does, it's fucking magic, man. And in this case,
it's destiny, man.
Is.
Like I'm a firm believer of like, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, why force shit? But this kind of thing, like the Axe Dragger thing, just fell together, and you can't. Personally, you can't deny it. It's like, and then listening to it, and I'll send you the shit, and you're gonna be like, yeah, this is bad as fuck. But like, you can't deny how cool this fucking shit is. I'm so proud of this band. Like, absolutely. And at first we were calling it a project, like it's just a project. But now everyone's like, no, it's a band. I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking band.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be no project, man.
This ain't no project. And like Bob's already sending fucking riffs for the second record and shit already. It's like, come on, just chill, bro. Like, just relax, dude. But yeah, everything's cool. This is a full-on band, and we're gonna take over the world. Watch it go.
Fuck yeah, watch it go. Goddamn right,
watch
man.
it go. Yep.
Well, Pete, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, dude. I really appreciate it.
You got it,
man.
brother.
Is there anything else you want to let the people know about?
No, I'm cool. I just want them to listen to your radio every time they can, because you're a bad motherfucker, Zach. I love you, brother.
Thank you, man. We love you too, man.
All right, brother.
Well, before I let you go, can I get you to make us another station tag real quick?
You got it, son.
All right, whenever you're ready, say something like, this is Pete from Axe Dragger, and you're listening to Metal Devastation motherfucking radio.
You want me to say Axe Dragger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We can do
whatever you want to say, man. I'll be
No, that's cool. No, I'm just wondering that since it's an Axe Dragger thing, we should probably do the Axe Dragger thing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You tell me when.
Go. Whenever you're ready.
Yo, this is Minnesota Pete Campbell from Axe Dragger, and you listen to shit. What heavy metal? What's it called? what's the name of the thing? Sorry, I had some red wine, son. I ain't gonna lie.
Metal Devastation Radio.
Metal Devastation Radio. Okay. Yo, this is Minnesota Pete Campbell from Axe Dragger, and you listen to Metal Devastation Radio.
Hell yeah. Crank it
that
up.
Work?
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, man.
All right, then.
Watch it go.
Watch it go. I love you, Zach.
Hey, man, you already know. We love you too, dude. Fucking.
All right, brother.
You have a good fucking rest of your holiday and Happy New Year, and we will talk to you soon, man.
Yeah, as well for you, and stay in touch, my friend.
Yeah, send me that shit, dude, please.
I will tonight, but please do me a favor. Just keep it to yourself, now.
All me, dude. Well,
I'll do it right now.
I might play it for Raven, but
oh, absolutely. No, Raven can have it. Yep, absolutely. Do it in your house. But I trust you, and I love you, and I will send it to you right now.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
There you have it, folks. Axe Dragger, Pete, fucking Minnesota motherfucker, man. Live on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation motherfucking radio. Like I said earlier, put your speakers in your windows, put them in your front lawns, put them in your neighbor's driveway, do whatever the fuck you gotta do, man. If you don't see U-Haul trucks everywhere tomorrow, you got serious fucking issues, man. Like, we are not the same, dude. Like, we are not even in the same fucking species. And that's not, you don't want to be fucking that. I know it's cool sometimes to be different, but you don't want to be that fucking different. You don't want to be that guy, man. Trust me, you don't want to be that guy. Crank it the fuck up, man. Here's some classic fucking Pantera for you motherfuckers with Terry Glaze, dude, fucking screaming on the shit, man. And I got some Rust Bucket for you coming up as well. Some Black Label Society, some Dark Chapel, some brand new Megadeth. Keep it fucking locked. Keep it cranked, motherfuckers. I'll be back.